Good morning, campers. So I wanted to talk about a little disclaimer. So I posted yesterday a video about chase and pursue, chasing and pursuing. And I mentioned in this video that you're not gonna find yourself a emotionally mature person, emotionally available, mature person who is ready for true, committed, beautiful partnership if you engage with certain games within relationships, like just games, playing, like chasing, running, hard to get, sitting on a high horse, and I've described it all in that video, mentioning that if you're not looking for commitment, which is fine at a specific moment of your life, you should not be engaging in any kind of these activities. Why and what for, right? And there was a question coming. Someone said to me in a conversation, but what's wrong with that? What's wrong with a little playing? What's wrong with a little, back and forth flirtation? If we're both single, we're not looking for anything, we're not engaging in any, intimacy. It's just fun. It's just fun to talk to, a couple of people, even. It's just entertaining. Listen, there's absolutely nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. Okay, there's nothing wrong. The biggest teaching that I try to teach you here, and maybe sometimes it's difficult because this world is designed, even in the language, right? Semantics, to enhance the polarity, right? The good and the bad. But there is no good and bad. There is no good and evil in this world. Everything is neutral, okay? The good and the evil, it's an illusion invented by humans to control, right? And we invented this illusion ourselves, and then the system saw an opportunity and took this illusion and brought it to another level and started convincing us. That's the conditioning that we talk about: cultural conditioning, social conditioning, religious conditioning, even family conditioning. And we're being programmed from childhood to understand what is good and what is evil. But all these things are invented. There is no good and evil. And some of these things are in line with what we call higher and lower density frequency. Yes, but some of these things are completely opposite, right? So, for example, from a spiritual point of view, we do agree that a lack of loyalty and cheating and lying is on a denser side of life. However, for example, the system tries to convince us that resting, feeling into your body, just being, right, allowing your body to not do and not perform, they try to convince us that it's a bad thing, that it's a laziness, but it's actually what disconnects us from the inner guru and from the inner self. So not all of the good and evil things, as they say us, are actually in line with the higher and lower, denser and lighter densities of life, right? But when we go back to the higher and lower frequencies, it's not that one is bad and the other one is good. I'm not teaching you here the good way. There is no good way. Again, life is not good and evil. Life is a game of choice. I am teaching you how to understand that it is not the randomness of faith, cruelty of faith, your bad luck, that you cannot meet a man or a woman that is wonderful, mature, and decent. It is not that all men, it is not that all women. It is about what you choose and what you attract. Through choices you take in life, you create a specific vibration of your existence and you attract things into your orbit, right? So going back to that example, why on earth a mature, emotionally mature man or woman, right, who only seeks true partnership, life partnership, would ever even be attracted to your orbit if this person is already on the side, on the lighter side of density, and they understand true meaning of life, relationships, human nature? They won't even need you as a test. So they're not going to be in your orbit, because the universe through frequency knows that that's not what you're looking for, because you're showing to the universe that what you're looking for is fun, thrill, and games, right? So I am not teaching you here what is right and what is wrong. I am teaching you, first of all, that every single thing you do, say, think emits energy, and that energy influences your overall energy, your energy body. Words you speak are spells. Thoughts that you think emit energy. Actions that you take are of a specific vibration, and that overall creates your vibration, your choices. It may seem like these are not correlated, that certain things are not, but they are. Everything matters. Every single little thing that we choose in life every day matters to what we're going to attract, right? And the second thing that I'm teaching you, that there is no good and evil, everything is neutral. It's just that through those choices, we choose what we prefer to experience, what densities of life we prefer to experience, right? It's not that higher vibration is better and lower vibration is evil. It's all neutral. The question is, what do you prefer to experience? So on my end of spectrum, on my end where I am and where I'm teaching you how to get there, what you experience on a daily basis is peace, is bliss. Time slows down. Days are, you're really anchored in the present moment. Every day is a gift. What brings you an absolute joy is a morning cup of tea, is a hot shower after a long day, is a hug of a loved one, is an excitement of, oh my God, sun is shining today. There is no worry, there is no stress, there is no pain. And not because I don't have any things in life that could cause these emotions. It's because I trained my human to understand that we choose how we feel. We choose how we experience life. We choose how we react to every single little thing that happens in life. And it doesn't mean that my way is better than your way, because surely there would be a lot of people that would look at my life and they would think, oh my God, so boring, so boring. She stays home on a weekend. She doesn't dance on tables. She doesn't flirt with three people in the same time. She doesn't have the thrill of being, adored and chased and, so boring. She doesn't take spontaneous, reckless decisions. So boring. Yeah, and I'm sure that for many people this is boring. But there's going to be people that will be in the readiness to understand that you are truly the master of your destiny. Through shifting your inner world, you understand that you are, and opening your mind truly, that life does just happen. And it happens through you. But you're here to experience. And ultimately you are, the player, you are the character, and you are the game. And through how you react to it, you have the power to control how you feel in life. So again, I want you to understand through my teachings that it is not just randomness, that, oh my God, you so want love and this amazing man. I see women, it would be on the other side, would be saying men, but I see women posting this, where are these men? Where are these men that are loyal and faithful and devoted? Well, definitely not in a club. Definitely not in a club. Definitely not flirting with three women in the same time. Definitely not sleeping with you on a first or second or even third date. Definitely not accepting flakiness of a woman who doesn't know what she wants. You do not you experience what you choose. You experience what you choose, and every little thing that you choose in life, from morning freaking breakfast and how you approach life, will influence what will come towards you. With deep understanding, there is no good and evil. There is only choice.